And good evening and welcome to this week's edition of the Pete Mezzetti Show. My guest this evening is Jane Scully Welch, who is running for the town council in the town of Clinton on the Independent Party. Jane, welcome. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good.
Good to see you.
I'm good. Good to see you.
Nice to see you. So, Jane, tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a longtime Clinton resident. I went to grammar school, Clinton Grammar School, and to Morgan. When we moved away for a while, work.
Okay.
But had to come back. This is where I belong, in Clinton. My mother was the first woman elected first selectman in the state of Connecticut in 1969.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So the apple's not falling from the tree, I guess.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
So I've been married for 50 years to Tom Welch, have 2 kids and 3 grandchildren.
Okay.
They live in California. That's about it. Used to be a Democrat, now I'm unaffiliated.
Why did you, like you just said, you used to be a Democrat, now you're unaffiliated. Why the change?
Well, I got tired of them telling me exactly what I was going to do. You know, you're going to make phone calls, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you got to vote this way, you can't put signs on your lawn. And I just said, that's it. You know, I've done this before.
Right.
It's your turn to do it, not mine.
Right, exactly. You've played this game before.
Yeah, so off I went.
You have, I have, and you know, it's just
so now I'm unaffiliated, beholden to neither party, and just vote for Clinton.
And how's the race going?
It's hard to tell, you know, but this is the time that Clinton has this is the time for Clinton to, how do you put it, go away from the majority rules.
Okay.
You know, and have independents and have a Green Party candidate in there and, you know, just a mix-up of Clinton people running the town rather than just a Democrat or Republican.
Now, how long did you live out of Clinton, and where'd you live?
We lived 28 years. First of all, St. Peters, Missouri. Okay. Then we moved to Spartanburg, South Carolina, back to St. Louis, back out to New Orleans.
I was going to say I know you were in New Orleans for.
And then back to St. Louis. You know, I always miss the ocean, but they said, "Oh, well, you've got the Mississippi River." Yeah, it's not the same.
No, it's not.
And in St. Louis, it's a muddy Mississippi. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was great. It was great for my kids. Katie's a swimmer, and she, you know, ended up in Olympic trials and Pan Am games, and
really.
So she did really well.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So back we came when we retired.
Okay. And what'd you do? Who'd
Me?
you work? Yeah.
I work for the post office because there's a post office everywhere you go.
Absolutely.
Tom worked for Monsanto.
Okay.
He was an accountant, say.
Okay. And obviously, you're both retired now.
We're both retired. Had a boat for 12 years, and we just sold it.
I remember that.
Yeah, so now we're going to travel a little bit. And maybe get a boat that'll take us to Block Island in 2.5 hours instead of 6.5 hours.
It takes that long to get to Block Island?
In a sailboat, yeah.
Wow, okay.
Pretty slow.
Yeah, then you got to figure the weather.
Yeah.
The wind.
Yes.
And all that other fun stuff. And I hear you came from a political family. Like you said, your mom was the first woman, first selectman. Can you maybe tell us a little bit about that?
Well, you know, at the time, the Republicans Democrats didn't have anybody to run.
Okay.
So she said, "Oh, I'll run," and she ran and she won by 38 votes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and she had to be the first selectman the next day. So
the next day.
Yeah, and when she went into the office, the former first selectman shook her hand and said, "Good luck, Mrs. Scully," and walked out. Didn't help her at all, but fortunately there were women in the office, and they just, you know, hung around her and got her going, and she did a great job. So she won 2 times, and then she stopped because my father died, and she wasn't campaigning at all, and then she ran in the 80s and won 1 more term.
Okay.
But the best thing about her was she then in late 70s, 80s, she became moderator of the town meetings. And she was
Yeah.
really good at that.
Oh, was she?
So, yeah, she kept going. Also in her 70s, she became an unaffiliated voter.
So she changed parties as well.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And why'd she change parties?
Same reason.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So, other than that, what else? Clinton, we had, I had 2 brothers that were policemen.
Okay.
You know, that was all in politics.
Exactly. Let's see what else we want to talk about. So, why'd you decide to run for town council?
Boy, I don't know.
Why?
My friends think I'm crazy. Not all of them, but some think I'm too thin-skinned. We'll see.
Yeah.
But it's such a great time for Clinton. I want to be part of it. I want to be in that room when they pick the town manager, and I want to help transition he or she to know Clinton, know its people. Clinton's a great town, and you've got the woodlands and Camelot and the beaches and the people are amazing. The biggest thing I think is I was here before in the old days with the Hessers and the Vieses and the, who else? Buells and now I'm here again with all the young people.
Exactly.
So I've been here and there,
Right.
and I can tell those things to the new town manager and help him transition. I want him to learn about Clinton and love Clinton like we do.
Exactly.
So I guess that's why I'm running.
Now, how are things going with the hiring of the new town manager?
Well, they had 45 applicants, and they're narrowing it down. They narrowed it down to 12, and we have a headhunter company.
Sure.
So they, whatever, are going to narrow it down to 5, and then we'll meet with them. I think even before before election day,
Right.
so we can get an idea of the 5 finalists, and then in early December, we'll spend the day with them, couple days with them, and then we'll vote.
I was going to say, how soon do you think the person is going to be in place?
I don't know. We're going to vote on, say, December 4th.
Okay.
But then if the person is from California or Ohio,
They got to move.
They have to move.
They have to move in.
If they're from Connecticut, they can start then.
Exactly.
So it's probably, I would say, January, February at the latest, hopefully. So we'll have to arrange for a, what do you call it?
Transition.
Yeah, a
Transition period.
and a town manager that might just stay for a couple months,
Exactly.
lead us through, or we'll lead him or her through.
Exactly.
Because there's not going to be a Board of Finance. So
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
This person's got a big job ahead of him. And it'd be nice if the whole town was involved,
Right.
not just the 2 parties. So that's why we're running.
I was going to say,
3 of us anyway are running kind of unattached.
who are the other 2?
Eric Bergman's running on the Green Party.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
And Leah Saunders is an unaffiliated like me.
Oh, okay.
So she's been on a lot of things. Board of Finance. She's been involved in a lot of things. So she would be good. Eric would be good. I would be good. So we hope the 3 of us win and kind of mix it up
Absolutely.
on the council.
Yeah, no. And how many people are up for election on the council? I've seen the ballot, and I can't.
Ballot.
I can't.
It's
I can't wrap my
awful.
head around it.
Well, there's 11 of us running.
Okay.
And there's 2 different sections of the ballot for town council. The first section is for a 4-year term. And you can vote for 4. Now that lists all of us, all 11 of us.
Okay.
And then the next is for a 2-year term, and you can vote for any 3. But that doesn't list Lee and I. We weren't given the opportunity or even told about we needed another, we had to get another
Right.
form into run for a 2-year term. So we're out, we're just running for 4.
Wow.
Just kind of, so they'll count the votes for the 4 and count the votes for the 2, and they will not add them together.
They will not.
No, so the top 4 in the 4-year term and the top 3 in the 3-year term, 2-year term.
2-year term. Wow. That's.
If they add them together,
Yep.
I'm going to be screaming.
Oh no! Oh no! Don't do that. Don't do that.
Never know.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Not. Definitely not. So tell us a little bit more about. Obviously, your family's behind you
Yeah.
during this crazy period. Of course, you know as well as I do the fun of the election cycle, being mother of an elected official for too many years.
Yes.
I've seen my share of election
Yes.
cycles over the.
That you have.
And no, I don't miss it. Don't miss it whatsoever.
Well, I'm busy. My husband's 100% behind me.
Yep.
So that's good. I'm busy with different community things.
Yeah.
Shall I go into that?
Sure. Yeah. Let's talk about your community involvement.
Pretty Committee.
Yep.
Harriet Jewell and I co-founded it. Things to just clean up Clinton, make it look better. Get rid of some of the other things.
Okay.
What else have I done?
350.
350. We had a great celebration.
We did.
And there were 8 of us on the committee. Nobody thought we could pull it off, but we did.
No.
Had a parade and everything.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
President of the Morgan Alumni Association,
Okay.
which is great. We have Dorothy Washburn is the oldest living graduate right now, and she's like 95 or 6. So we keep good track of all the graduates. Brilliant, entertaining women.
I was going to say, you know what? We'll talk about brilliant and entertaining
Okay.
when we come back.
All right.
Would you want to stick around?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Kelly. It is my job to teach employees the responsible way to sell both tobacco and electronic cigarettes. As of October 1st, 2019, a customer must be at least 21 years old to purchase a tobacco product or an electronic cigarette. The law also says all employees must card anyone who appears to be under the age of 30 years old. The free updated prevention education program will be available on October 1st, 2019 at cttobaccotraining.com.
Community TV, your neighborhood TV.
Publicly funded and a reliable partner for cable companies nationwide, it provides transparent coverage of local and state government, education, and public programming.
A digital town green that can be watched anywhere, anytime, and on any device.
Watch us on today's high-tech distribution methods.
Community TV in Connecticut.
Local,
Unfiltered.
reliable, and yours.
And welcome back to this week's edition of the Pete Mezzetti Show. Sitting here with Jane Scully Welch, who's running for the town council in the town of Clinton. Jane, welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure staying.
It is. Well, I thank you for staying. Otherwise, I'd have to sit here and talk to you in an empty chair for the next 12 and a half minutes, and I really don't want to do that.
No.
From what I understand is we actually, before we get back into community involvement, we have a friend here sitting on the table next to my cup of coffee. Tell us about it.
This is Bobblehead Jane. My friend Lynn Heideck and Ron gave it to me. They got her online. She used to have a stick. She's supposed to be a field hockey player.
Okay.
Because I played field hockey many, many, many years ago at Morgan.
I didn't know that.
Oh, it's very good.
Okay.
There's some things you do well in life. That
Exactly.
was one of them.
Was that one?
The other one's making brownies. That's
Yeah,
all.
there you go.
That's about it. But she's been a riot because I bring her a lot of places and we take pictures of her. Everybody knows Bobblehead Jane.
Absolutely. So tell us, we were talking before the break about community involvement and things in the town of Clinton you've been involved with. So we talked about the 350, but from what I understand, there's an exclusive group of women that happen to congregate. Tell us about it.
Well,
and guys show up too.
There's a funny story.
Uh-oh.
Many years ago, Joanne Dolan, who has passed, but she was a staunch Republican, and at the time I was a Democrat. So she said, Jane, we ought to have a party. You invite your friends, and I'll invite my friends. Now, your friends will be the entertaining. My friends will be the brilliant. Said, okay, Joanne. So we started this at a new place in town, which is Scottish Dave's Pub.
Absolutely.
And prior to us going there, no respectable woman would walk through the doors.
No.
But then when we all walked in, it was okay.
Oh, absolutely.
So what we do is we go every other Tuesday, and we really are good people. We, have a drink or two.
Right.
That's our limit. And then we bring, we collect things for charities,
Yes.
whether it's money or social services, families helping families,
Right.
diapers, soldiers' boxes,
School supplies.
coats, every other Tuesday we do
Correct.
that. And it's really, they're very generous, these women.
They are.
We collected for the library and the Stanton House. I mean, there's plenty of places to give, and
Absolutely.
we
Especially in
enjoy
Clinton.
it. Yeah. So that's the brilliant and entertaining women of Clinton and the men who would love us.
Yes,
actually,
absolutely.
Mostly we would make the men sit at the bar because we sit like in the well. But sometimes
Guilty as charged.
yes,
I've sat.
you have. But your father stays up at the bar.
I usually hang out. I usually hang out at the bar with my father.
Yeah.
And
Now-
depending on the night, depending on who
Yeah.
else shows up.
And we usually sing "Bye Bye Miss American Pie."
All 9.5 minutes of it.
Yeah. But it's a fun time. We have
It is.
$5. Dave puts out a little buffet, and we just have a fine time.
You do. And I can attest to this. You guys know how to have a good time.
We do.
You guys know definitely how to have a good time. So what else do we want to tell people about your candidacy?
Well, I just think, I don't know. There's so much to think about there.
Okay.
We just need to find the right person to be the town manager.
Okay.
A professional, knows what he or she is doing, how to react with the different people in the town hall, how to treat them all well. It's not just politics. There's people.
Right.
There's people in the town. We want an open door policy.
Absolutely.
We want transparency. You just have to find the right person who is interested in learning about the town. We have a tapestry, it's like of all the people that have come before us and now, and you're passing it on to different guys that are like the chief of police,
Absolutely.
Vince DeMeo,
Oh,
the
yeah.
fire chief, Brian Manware, Mike Neff, Jeff Hesser, Bobby Voss, Todd Hayjack. Those are the guys that are going to bring us into the future,
Absolutely.
and respect the past.
So why should people vote for you?
Because I'm unaffiliated,
Okay.
and I'm not going to vote the party line for anybody. And I love Clinton. I will do anything for Clinton. We moved back here, and I found this sign that said, "This is where I belong," and it is.
And
I
you've been-
think I won't do anything to harm Clinton, and I'm just going to help it.
And you've been in Clinton for how long?
12 years now.
Okay.
I came when I was 2
All right.
and left in 78, and then came back.
And obviously you love it.
I love it.
It's a great town.
It is.
Great
Clinton
small-
cares.
Great small town.
Clinton really cares.
Now, what's your opinion on senior citizens issues?
Whoa, that's a tough one. There's a lot of talk about a senior citizen center,
Right.
and it'd be a great thing to have. And I think there are people working on it, but it's costly. A lot of things to set up. You have to find a place, first of all.
Okay.
I'd almost like to get a bus with Clinton senior citizens on the side. And, until we can set up our own center, have them get on and go to Westbrook or Madison or Saybrook, who already have their programs set up. And then it'll take us a while to get going if we get one.
Right.
The hardest thing is where. A lot of people want it at Pearson. And that's sort of in flux right now, so we don't know whether it's staying with us or going.
And who makes that decision if it's the piece of property is staying or going?
The town
The
manager.
town? Okay.
Yeah. I think right now it's with the school, Board of Ed say, but in November it's going to
It'll
go
be the
back to
town
the
manager.
town. So, they need it, they want it. A lot of
Right.
seniors want it.
Right.
And they're not happy that every other town has it and we don't. But it is costly, and you'd have to, fill it and have somebody run it and have
Right.
a chef cook it. And,
Oh, absolutely.
a lot of rules and regulations. So if you get a bus, the federal government pays like 90% of the cost, I think.
Okay.
So that would be a good thing, have the bus
Absolutely.
pick them up and bring them until we can get our own.
Right.
So I'm
Now-
a senior.
Yeah. How much does it cost to get a senior center up and running?
Oh, it would be, other than say rent, I
Yep.
don't know.
Yeah.
You have to pay a director.
Yep.
You have to pay a chef.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to get a kitchen that's up to standard.
Exactly.
And, everything has to be permits and up to standard, basically. So it would cost, I'm trying to think, the Madison, their budget for the senior center is like $1 million.
Oh.
They bought a house, and, Westbrook probably isn't that much because they have it in the old school, the Teresa Mulvey School in Westbrook.
I think
so.
their senior center's up the street from where we are right now.
Yeah.
And of course, Saybrook's got a beautiful senior
Yeah,
center.
they do, and they would love to have Clinton seniors come over there more often than they do. But if we could get a bus, put Clinton senior citizens on board,
Exactly.
then maybe we could get going anyway, and get ideas on what to have and what programs to have.
What types of programs do you think they should
Well,
have?
they want to play cards or come in a comfortable couch and read a book. They want and talk.
Right.
A lot of them are by themselves,
Mm-hmm.
and they just want companionship. Just go someplace for a couple hours and gossip, or talk about your latest book you read. or
Exactly.
They just want to have company.
They want to be able to get out there and socialize.
Right.
They want to be
So
able to
we'll work on it.
get out. Definitely.
It's a goal.
It is a goal, and I think it's a goal which could be done in the town.
Yeah. It'll take a couple of years, but if the seniors know we're working on it, then it'll be good.
Okay. Now, if I didn't know you and said to you, you came up to me on the street and said, "Hi, I'm Jane Scully Welch. I'm running for town council. I'd like for you to consider to vote for me." And I didn't know you. What would you tell me the 3 main reasons why I should vote for you are?
3 main reasons. Well, I've been here forever. I
Okay.
know the town, I know the people. So I will always do right by the town.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in getting more unaffiliated voters involved. There's ballpark figure, 2,500 Democrats, 2,400 Republicans, and 4,500 unaffiliates.
You just stole my other questions, though. That's okay. I didn't realize that there were that many unaffiliated in the town of Clinton.
And independents and other parties, Green Parties, Working Party. And they don't get on any committees or commissions.
No.
Basically,
Right.
they don't. And there's, how many people are out there that are willing? Not all of them. Some could care less.
Mm-hmm.
But there are people that might want to be on a shellfish commission or,
Right.
something else. But when they walk into a party, the Democrats or Republicans will say, well, are you a registered Democrat? And if you're not, then bye-bye.
Exactly.
So they don't have the chance to get on. And there's such skillful people out there.
Absolutely.
You can't just let them go.
No,
You've
of
got
course
to
not.
use them.
Absolutely. And for your campaign, do you have a platform?
I don't think I really do.
No?
I think, economic development, we need to get the town, we need to get more businesses in.
Yeah.
We need to be friendlier. We need to welcome them a little more than we do now. Because if you're not welcoming, they're not going to come.
No, definitely not.
I mean, if I could get Trader Joe's into Clinton, I'd win in a heartbeat.
Oh.
That's all anybody wants is Trader Joe's.
Oh, absolutely.
But Trader Joe's makes a big circle,
Okay.
and they say half of Clinton is fish.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Right.
they don't think about Madison and Guilford and Westbrook and Saybrook and Haddam, and we'd be a great place for a Trader Joe's.
It would be. It would be.
But I'm not in charge of Trader Joe's.
No,
so-
I'm not in charge of Trader Joe's either. Nope.
No,
Not me, not you.
no.
So we've got a little bit more time left. What else do you want to?
What do you want to talk about?
What else do you want? What else do you want to tell us about your candidacy? And it's right before Election Day, so what else do you want to tell our viewers?
Well, we're having a big tailgate this weekend.
Oh, good.
Your next guest will be able to tell you. Well, they don't know about it really. They're
Okay.
the coaches.
Okay.
But I'm a big Morgan fan, so.
Okay.
What else? I
Actually,
don't
no.
know.
Well, before we say goodnight, which we're about to, I just want to thank you for coming down, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
See you soon.
Jane Scully Welch, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Pete.
On behalf of Jane Scully Welch, I'm Pete Mezzetti. Thanks, good night, and we'll see you next time.